We've used a lot of data to make scatter plots before, all right, and we've also used it to make time series charts or time series graphs. And once we've plotted our points, often people ask me, well, can we start putting in a line? Do we need to join the dots up? Now, this is data, and while it looks like it is trending, this one is a negative trend, and it looks like quite a strong trend. We can predict what will happen because it is going down over time. It is the temperature of a coffee cup over time. We can't actually just join the dots together like it is a dot to dot, okay? It doesn't quite work like that. But when we can see that there is a general trend, we can put in a line that kind of shows us that trend. And there's a couple of ways we can do that. Number one way is just using our eye line or our line of sight. And it doesn't sound particularly accurate, but you do need a ruler, and it's about using a line of best fit with our eye to say, right, my trend is going down this way. How can I put in that line to show that trend? And with our eye, what we try to do is get the same number of data points on each side of the line. Now, I don't mean that we're going to draw a line straight down here. We're not going to draw a line like that and go, all right, we've got 5 there and 5 there. That's not what we're aiming to do, because that line that I just drew doesn't show us the trend. We have to have that trend following where all the data is. So if this is my trend line and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points, I need to try to draw a straight line down here that helps us with understanding where the trend is going and gets them on 5 on each side of the line. It's harder than it sounds. So you would use a ruler. Oh my gosh, a ruler. I'm taking a guess like this. Let's have a look. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, 2 on the line, 3 on the line, and a couple there. I'm actually happy with that trend line, because what this is indicating to me is that this line would continue to carry on like that. When we draw a trend line in, we can then do a couple of things. We can make a guess about data that happens inside the line, and we can make predictions about things that happen on the outskirts of the line. So what I mean by that is, if I make a prediction, say the word is interpolate. Interpolate means to choose data from inside the line. That's why the IN is in there. I could ask you approximately what was the temperature of the coffee cup at time 3.5 minutes. So you would say, okay, here's 3.5. I would carry on up. I would meet my line, and it would be approximately 50 degrees. Okay. On the other hand, I can ask you to extrapolate, and to extrapolate, it's got that extra part on it. It means the extra bits of data that we don't have. So I could ask you to extrapolate and guess what the temperature would be at 9 minutes. If that's the case, you need to continue your line on, like it would keep going, and then use, all right, 9, it would be about here, which on my graph would be about 5 degrees or something like that, okay? Now, our second way of putting in a line of best fit is actually to do it mathematically using an equation. And our equation for our straight lines looks like this. Y equals mx plus c. Now, those things don't mean anything to you yet, but it's probably an equation you've seen before. In our next couple of videos, we'll show you what all those things mean.